Hey guys, it's Nimbus. I am back today with another reading. I did want to start off today with a thank you to everybody who's been liking and commenting and who's just been watching my videos. I do appreciate it. It does mean a lot to me. Not in like an ego way. I like that what I'm saying means something to people, if that makes sense. It just tells me that I'm doing something correctly, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I am forever grateful for all of that. There was something else that I wanted to mention. Well, I'm sure it'll come up by the end of the video. But shameless plug. My personal readings are open if you guys would like to book with me. That would be through my website, NimbusThePumpkinKing. Yeah, if you guys would like to, go ahead, check that out. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe here if you guys want to. My social media will be listed below as well, as my website, my Cash App, Venmo also. So yeah. If you guys would like to breathe with me today, let's get started on the breathing. If you guys don't want to breathe with me, you do not have to. Yeah, go ahead, skip ahead to about, it's about 1:44. We'll skip ahead to about 2:44, 3 minutes. And yeah, we'll get started here and, excuse me. And yeah, so close your eyes, place your hands down flat, place your feet down flat, and we'll take big deep breaths through our nose and out through our mouth. All right, ready? In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, last one. Out. And just kind of breathe here normally. Keep your eyes closed, or don't, you don't have to. But just breathe here for a minute. Check your body for any extra tension. Release your jaw. Release your shoulders. Release your neck. Okay, and if you need more time, go ahead and pause it now. Oh, that took a little bit longer than I thought it would. But if you need more time, go ahead and pause it now. We'll get started in a couple seconds. But yeah, that was nice. I definitely needed that moment of tension reminder. But yeah, so today we are going to use the, where's the box? I have the book right here. It's the Darkwood Tarot. I have to be a little bit careful with some of the imagery. Some of it is not appropriate for all ages. Which I didn't know when I bought the deck. I thought it was just gonna be a really cool deck. But, however, some really good messages come out of this deck. So yeah, so I'm thinking today is just going to be an early August check-in. What's the date? It's the 7th today. So yeah, so it's the 7th today as I'm filming this. This is a timeless reading. So whenever you feel drawn to this video is whenever you should see this, but today is August 7th, 2023. But yeah, we're gonna get started on this video we're doing a video on the reading now. Yeah, we'll just do a check-in, see how we're doing, see if we need any dire messages or anything crazy from Spirit, you know, the usual check-in stuff. All right, Spirit, what messages do we need for today for an early August check-in? One card at a time, please. Okay, that's too many cards. Ten of Pentacles was on top. It seems like there's definitely the energy of, it's like a bunny chasing a carrot, but like the chariot might be important. It's like a bunny chasing a carrot, but like the carrot's tied to a fishing pole, and the pole is like dangling the carrot like right in front of his face. You know what I mean? That's kind of like the energy that I'm getting with this. It's like Spirit is kind of like, okay, you could have this, let's go. You know what I mean? Like it's, and that's definitely I've been feeling that for sure. You know, what is it that you've been asking for? Okay, let's go get it. You know what I mean? Like if you've, and this isn't necessarily for things that you've been asking for, but though it could be. Okay, let's do this one. Seven of Wands, yeah. It could be stuff that you are asking for, but it's probably stuff that's sneaking up behind you or in front of you. Temperance. Definitely okay, sneaking up behind you wasn't the right term. That threw me off completely. Almost like the random things that come out of the blue. You know, like those random. Oh, okay. Like a new opportunity that you never thought of. Duh. That's what it is. It's like Spirit's like, pay attention, keep your eyes open. That's why that's why the carrot was there. Okay, it's like, pay attention. Yes, you're focused right here, but you're also moving forward. You know what I mean? So you could literally walk right through this door. You know what I mean? And that's I think what Spirit is trying to say right now. At least, like I said before, that's definitely the energy of what I've been getting for myself. It's been, you know, random things coming up from, you know, out of nowhere, creeping up behind. Well, okay, that's why I was thinking about coming up behind you, creeping up behind you, and then popping up, and you're like, huh, wild, you know. And then that's, you know, but you know, the best thing about those opportunities is that those are usually the best things that ever happen to somebody. You know what I mean? Like somebody else notices in you what it is that you want people to see, right? And they offer you that exact thing that you want from a job or from a house or whatever it is. Knight of Pentacles, exactly. You get offered exactly what it is that you want. You see how he's holding this out for that owl to come grab it? Okay. There was a point. One card at a time, please. There was a point to that. If somebody's been struggling to, for lack of a better term, take the leap into something that they've not been ready for or comfortable with, this reading is definitely Spirit saying like, okay, we understand. Yes, you feel like you're not ready. That's cool, but you're not always gonna be ready when these things come up. The opportunity comes and the opportunity will go. You know what I mean? Just as quickly as it came up. One card at a time, please. So you have to remember, like, yes, exactly, the Fool. You got to start somewhere, but you can't. You got to start somewhere, but you can't like endlessly walk around not knowing what's happening. Like, on some level at this point, you know, if you are past the Fool stage, you know what's going on. If you are in the Fool stage, you're in the process of learning how to navigate through these things in a different way. Like, maybe like the way that opportunities have been presented to you in the past just didn't work. Maybe for whatever reason they, you know, you thought it was for you and it didn't work out. You know, whatever that is, excuse me, sorry. Whatever that is, it seems like Spirit's really trying to remind you the opportunity is going to come when it comes. Pause. The opportunity is going to come when it comes, but you have to be mindful of the fact that it's not going to wait for you to be ready. If the opportunity's there, that's your time to figure it out. Otherwise, it will pass you up, and I'm not going to say you will be upset, but you're not necessarily going to be happy about missing an opportunity that's like made for you. Nobody would be. You know what I mean? Like, that's really, I think, the point. Like, if you don't feel like you're ready, that's okay. And that's understandable. But Spirit's also saying, like, you're gonna have to take a jump at some point, and it might as well be a jump into something that you enjoy. Let's see what else comes out. Because, and that's the other thing too. Like say you want to figure out how to, you know, maybe you're in a job that you feel like you really just are not. It was cool at the beginning, it was a way to make money, but now it's just like, okay, when is this over? It's like you're never gonna find the right time to find a new job, so you might as well just either go find a new job and then quit, or quit and the perfect opportunity is gonna be presented to you. You know what I mean? Closed mouths don't get fed. But the other thing is that if you're not asking Spirit for something, Spirit's not going to give you something because they don't know to give you something. You know, on some level, I'm sure Spirit understands that it's like, oh, my person needs help. Except they're not going to help you until you're like, okay, I need help. You know what I mean? They're not going to be like, oh, okay, I can just do this. Like, no, like, they're going to have to wait for you to figure out that you actually need the help. You know what I mean? They can only guide you so far. Like ancestors, Spirit, whoever, you know, a deity, whoever, whatever you want to call it. They can only get you so far. Like, they're not going to be able to like literally spoon feed you all of the information. They can spoon feed you a little bit, but then once that's done, that's done. You know, there's no more to spoon feed you, and you're gonna have to either walk and go get some more by yourself or figure out the big boy meals. Oop, period. 9 of Swords reversed. Or big girl or big them, however you identify. I'm sorry. But 9 of Swords reversed, exactly. You're getting over a lot of these ways of thinking that aren't beneficial to you. In the sense of, well, okay, in every sense, because toxic thinking is toxic thinking. But this is more so, in the context of this reading, this is more so like the things that you keep saying to yourself that keep you in this place. Like, okay, but what happens if I can't get any money after I quit my job? What happens if the next job falls through? What happens if X, Y, and Z comes up and I don't have any money to take care of that? That's the kind of thing that's ending with this. And I don't know if it's this month or if it's a situation that happens this month. I'm not really too clear on that, but it seems like that this month is definitely going to be the start of figuring out how to actually go about this. Like, oh, okay, everything's being pointed out in August. I see. But it's also to show you, like, you can do this. The things that you want to get. The Ten of Pentacles popped out, like, what? It was the first card that showed up in the reading. Like, you can get exactly what you want out of this stuff. Like, it's not, none of the things that you want are unobtainable or unattainable, whatever the word is. None of it is unattainable. You have to remember that you have to be the one to put the work in, though. Spirit can't just hand you the things that you want simply because Spirit can do things. Like, yes, Spirit can do a lot, but like I said, they can only get you so far. You're going to have to put in some work, and it's going to have to be some work that you might not like. You know, growth isn't, what's the quote? Growth doesn't happen inside your comfort zone. You know, so you're going to have to either figure out, exactly, the Six of Cups. That's cool. The Six of Cups. Growth doesn't happen inside your comfort zone. See, oh my goodness. Perfect. It's, you got to jump out the nest to learn how to fly. Like, really, that's what's coming up. Like, you're going to have to jump and figure out how to figure out what comes next after you jump. Like, there's no planning it. There's no one. If you've never jumped out of a nest, how are you going to be able to plan for the next move when you don't know what the next move is? Yes, the next move is to fall. But where are you going to fall? Are you going to catch yourself? Is the ground going to catch you? Are you going to die? What's going to happen next? There's too many questions. You're going to have to figure out what happens next after you fall out of the nest. It seems like this is something, you know, it seems like that whoever's watching this maybe isn't used to taking risks like that. But Spirit wants you to know, like, this risk is, like, yes, it's a risk. It's definitely a risk. Nobody's doubting that it's a risk. But it's one of those things that's like, it's like riding a roller coaster for the first time. You finally ride it, you put it off for however long, you finally go, you finally ride it, and that was the best experience of your life. And the whole time you're like, okay, but why did I even wait for this? Like, why did I put this off for so long? That's kind of like the feeling that I'm getting of this decision. Like, you'll make the decision and then be like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I just waited this long to do this. I can't believe I sat on this long. You know what I mean? Like, and yes, if you wait, there will always be more. There will always be more opportunities. That's awesome. But Spirit's trying to say, like, what is this? Queen of Pentacles. Queen of I did this backwards. Okay. Queen of Pentacles reversed. She's a little naked. Queen of Pentacles reversed. I can't remember what I was saying. I was so focused on not showing her boobs. Oh my God. Okay, I remember. Just okay, so the roller coaster, you know, just finally going on it, finally being like, you know, or like after the fact, just being like, oh my God, I cannot believe it took me that long. But Spirit's reminding you, like, taking these leaps and taking these jumps and risking some of these things are exactly what life's about. Sitting in the same spot, being upset about stuff that's not changing, but not doing anything to change it, we all can see what the issue is with that. It's the people who sit there complaining about their life, but then every time you give them advice, they don't follow your advice and they do exactly what it is they've been doing the whole time. and then you get to hear about it again. It's the same thing. But sorry, Spirit, what's the next message? Y'all, 10 of Pentacles. It's literally lined up for you. It's quite literally lined up for exactly the 3 of Cups. It's lined up for you. It's definitely the 3 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. I mean, it's definitely there's definitely an abundance energy here. Like it's definitely a little it's daunting, but it's definitely like it's already yours. It's already yours. You've done the work. It's not like you're exactly. The moon in reverse. It's not like you're lacking. You've done the work. Oh, that might have been her boobs. Okay, wait, no, she's covered. Okay. All good. Crisis averted. But you've done the work. You've illuminated. She's literally, okay, I'm not going to show it again just because I don't want anybody to be worried, but like she's like literally sitting there basking in the light of the moon. Like she's laying in the water, she's just laying back and she's just basking in the glow of the moon. Like you literally sat there. I don't know if you did it during the full moon, I don't know what you did, but the Spirit is saying like, yes, you did it. Exactly. The 5 of Wands. Come on. Y'all did something. Y'all been doing the work. Y'all did something right. I mean, that's huge. That's amazing. Spirit wants you to take this jump so badly because Spirit knows that you have been doing a lot of work on things that you know aren't going to last you for a long time. It might be a perfectly good career that a lot of people would kill for. Excuse me, birth for confirmation. If it's not for you, it's not for you. You know what I mean? If you're looking to move houses and, everybody's telling you it's not the good time, it's, whatever it is, sure, wait a little bit. Except if you feel like it's time to move, who's really going to stop you? People can tell you it's a stupid idea. People are going to tell you anything's a stupid idea. I mean, the whole point is to be happy. If you're sitting there worried about what other people think or being upset about not being able to do something because somebody said something about it, what point does that make in having your own stuff, your own life, your own house, your own car, your own business, whatever that is, your own, whatever it is? I mean, and everybody knows, everybody knows. Your ancestors know it, Spirit knows it. Whoever, your spirit guides, your animal guides, whoever it is knows it. Like, it's stressful. It's not an easy thing to just decide to move across the country. It's not an easy thing to decide that you're just going to quit your job today and start making bracelets. It's not easy to do. Though we all know somebody who's done that, it's not easy. You know what I mean? It's not, or something like that. It's definitely not easy to do. It takes a lot of, that person who moves across the country probably stayed up late for weeks, probably sat there looking for the perfect house, probably didn't find that perfect house. That probably kept them up for the couple of weeks. You know what I mean? They probably quit their jobs 2 months ago. You know what I mean? They're already living off their savings. You know what I mean? That's the point though. It's not, sorry. The point is not, it's not the point to struggle. The point is quite literally to take the leap that you don't think that you're ready for. Spirit wants you to remember, like, yes, it's difficult. Again, it's very difficult to do these things, but like taking the jump is literally, in the long run, taking the leap and releasing the control will help so much, because then that way it's literally spirit guiding you exactly where to go, and they can catch you exactly where you want to fall. You know what I mean? It's like guiding, what's like any game where you're able to like guide yourself as you fall down into the next like part of the map or whatever, and you're able to like move yourself. Like, imagine spirit is the one with the controller and literally moving you exactly to where you need to fall in order to get to where you want to go. You know, they might not be able to pick you up and move you all the way across the world, but they'll be able to like push, at least get you towards there. You know what I mean? So like that's really what's being pushed today. That was a nice one. I am going to read from these pride cards again. I kind of really liked these last time, and they're cute and adorable, and I want to do them again. So we're going to do a quick pride message. And yeah, so Spirit, what's our pride message for August? Did something flip over? It did not. Spirit, what's our pride message for August? Authenticity. You want to break free. Releasing the best version of yourself to others will offer reassurance that it was a shame to hide it all along. That's cute. Rainbow coffee. But yeah, if you guys want to read that, if that focuses. Okay, well, I tried. I mean, that goes in line with kind of what I was saying. I mean, not perfectly. Obviously, releasing control and being yourself are two different things, but they kind of go hand in hand, though. I mean, once you are able to fully be yourself, it is going to be the easiest for you to manifest the things that you want. So once you are finally embodying who you want to be and who you know that you're supposed to be, it's so much easier to call in the life that you want, simply because you're already vibrating where you want to be. You know what I mean? You gotta be on the same level as where you want to be. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? You can't say, oh, I want a better life, and the whole time you're just complaining about shitty things in your life. The universe doesn't understand. The universe doesn't understand when you say, I don't want this anymore. They just hear this more. You know what I mean? Like, the universe is going to bring you the things that you put the most energy into. So if you put the most energy into, I don't want to be broke anymore, the word that you're saying is broke. You know what I mean? So you're putting the energy into being broke. If you were trying to change that, it would be something like, I attract money effortlessly, or money just lives with me. I am abundance. I am abundant in money. Yeah. Yeah, I think that sorry. If somebody's here thinking that they don't know how this is ever going to work out, and maybe they're still worried about it. Spirit wants you to know that your ancestors have you. Like, they're not going anywhere, and they want to help you. They want to make sure that you get to exactly where you want to be. They're not going to leave you stuck figuring out where you're going to go, how you're going to do something. Things might be tough, but things will always work out. You know, it's, you know, if you were to move, you know, to New York today, and, you know, you didn't already purchase a place to live, you know, there's no telling what's gonna happen. But at the same time, it's not like you're just shit out of luck. You know, maybe you already had a car. That's already a plus. Maybe there's a hotel right next to where you're freaking out about not having a place to go. Something like that. You know what I mean? There's always going to be a way. There's always going to be a way. But if you release the control on how these things work, then there's not going to be any... That's what I was looking for before. There's not going to be as many expectations to hold over the situation, so that way when something does happen, it's not catastrophic. It's just something else that happened today. You know what I mean? And that's huge. I need to remember that, because anything that happens is just catastrophic because nothing goes according to plan. You know, as I always decide in my head. But that's another thing though. Spirit wants all of us to remember, just because it's in our head and just because we think that's the truth doesn't always make it the truth. So if we're sitting here running around saying, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be okay, I'm never going to be happy, I'm never going to get the house that I want, I'm never going to have the money that I want, whatever it is, it's never going to happen with that attitude. Like, really. Like, and Spirit wants to remind you, like, it's okay to be scared of these things, and it's okay to not be sure on the next step. But what's not okay is to hold up the entire path because you don't know what the next step is. The next step, you might have to walk in the dark for a while, but the next step will be shown to you. And Spirit would never lead you off of the trail. You know what I mean? They would never leave you off of the path. They would never sit there and be like, all right, my bad, guys. My phone just died, so I am going to finish up on my iPad. Hopefully this works right. I'm just going to kind of leave it here. But it's totally okay to be scared of these things. It's totally okay to be scared of like the new opportunities that come to you, and you know, the things that you've never had before. Like, that's totally understandable. But what Spirit doesn't want is for you to be like held up on the path. Spirit wants you to keep walking forward and keep moving, like, even though you're scared. Like, Spirit isn't gonna just lead you off the path. You know what I mean? They're not, your guides aren't just going to sit there and be like, we're gonna take them off the path, we're watch what happens. Like, that's not... If they have your highest good in mind and that's actually why they're here, they're not going to do that to you. So, but this, I feel like this group doesn't really have, I mean, negative energies always come by, but like, I feel like that's not really the problem here. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think... Yeah, Spirit definitely wants you to know, like, Spirit, they're not gonna just lead you off the path. It's gonna be, you know, the straight path. Well, it might not be a straight path, but like, gay. Anyway, okay, not the point. But my point is that you will be able to navigate this, and it will be okay. It's not gonna be as bad as we all think it's going to be. You know, I personally am one to immediately just be like, nope, it's gonna be terrible. I don't want to do it. I don't want to be a part of it. but I know for me, I cannot be doing that anymore. So yeah, I think that's important to remember. But yeah, that is all I have for you guys. I am gonna end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate you guys staying till the end. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you guys haven't yet. Please do let me know what you guys think of this reading, if it made sense, if it didn't, if you have questions, please let me know. But yeah, all my social media will be linked down below. My website, NimbusThePoet.com. Excuse me, sorry. NimbusThePoet.com will be linked down below as well, along with my Cash App and Venmo, if you guys would like to. So yeah, again, my personal readings are open. You can go to my website and book those. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.